Two. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you, I had no life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me, but that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name, now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas, not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap, I thank the Lord for the day I was on 8th Street. Pissing in the cup, back and forth to court. Found the DC school, I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and I started running fast. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. It's UPK until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jam. Shit, I needed help. But Twan was locked up and the judge put man on the shelf. Had me crying cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie, pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Dear God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a gangster. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a
Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had no life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name, now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas. Not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap. I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street. Pissing in a cup, back and forth to court. Found the DC school, I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and I started running fast. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jail. Shit, I needed help. But Swan was locked up in the judge put man on the shelf. Had me crying cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie and pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Then God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I wasn't danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Pray to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I wasn't danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Pray to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a
Whoa, 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 whoa. Damn right, I'm a UPK nigga. Straight out of 1 West, no contest, we the best.
Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2.
All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made before the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had your life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life have been I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas. Not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head'll make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where a black man's blood is cheap. I thank the Lord for the day I was on Lake Street. Pissing in a cup, back and forth to court. From the DC school, I swear it felt like I cried on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and I started running fast. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, and I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. It's UPK until it hit the fam. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jam. Shit, I needed help. But Swan was locked up and the judge put man on the shelf. Had me crying cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie, pump smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Then God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was a gangster. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a
till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one west rising to prominence. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been as proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm throwing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get through the fire around with me. And I had a nigga spin like a tire, but down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UPK. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me.
It's rolling on it. What is it?
Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it, made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on a false image, UPK whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some Grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I shall now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Not taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga. Middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on him like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastator, I'm calculating my next move. UPK will real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas home ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog, down by the letter. And live by that protocol, walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope for getting struggles. Life like several war resist, or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure, election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On gold like a German shepherd, young and a restless, wear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
If Rome ain't know that, what is it?
Traitors. Them fucking traitors. Check it out. They say that they was down for the fam, but I disagree. Remember summertime in the van, it was misery.
Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2.
All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call to be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity, not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had your life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success for me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would've been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name, now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas, not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. I ain't lying, I was close to dying. Knew I wanted to live, but I wasn't trying. I was defiant, not knowing that this ain't how we live. This just how they design it. Cause when you in them streets, you get more endemic. They don't tell you gonna be on papers and on restrictions. My father said a hard head to make a soft ass. I didn't care, I wanted fear when I walked past. In a place where off the court, found the DC school. I swear it felt like I crowed on that fucking porch. The Lord said, my sheep, they ain't hear my voice. Asked me why I'm UPK, I told them I ain't have a choice. They said God ain't 50-50 and what's gonna come to pass. The Lord called me out the world and I started running fast. All I wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. Go ahead. All I wanted was to be a gangster. It's UPK until it hit the fan. I want power and a throne, nigga, fuck them grams. All I wanted was to be a gangster, but I was real as a righteous man. And now got the upper hand, gotta promote this brand. Correct whole multitudes until they all understand. If I can't get that crown, Lord, then put me in the hands of someone more mighty, make me this hit man. Reminiscing on the pain that was felt. Shit, I was in the jam. Shit, I needed help. But Swan was locked up in the judge put man on the shelf. Had me crying cause it felt like I was left by myself. All I wanted was to impress niggas with my grinding. Now I ain't trying to prove shit to nobody but Muhammad. Cause most these niggas lie and pop smoke. One time for the most high, he made me a cutthroat. Cause all I ever wanted was to smash my opponents. Stacking cash, not knowing it wouldn't last. Dear God, I hope you accept my atonement. Cause all I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time, but I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster.
That's 1, 2.
West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. One West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he abdominal. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical. Guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars. I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid. Shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one West rising to prominent. Cause I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupons for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been as proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modified the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's worth the mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitties and writers, but when the heat's on, none of them can get through the fire. Around with me, and I had them niggas spin like a tire. But down the D, and I'm still dope as a piper. Every bar burn hard like a spoon with a lighter. Fuel to igniter, I'm winning, coming through with the title because UPK. I be one West to the death till they bury me.
Why? That's it, sir. You know? Most High Christ. All right? All right, so long story short, Esau, you understand, got his birthright. Well, he gave up his birthright. He's mad. Rebecca warns Jacob, you understand, you're going to have to get out of this land. You understand? Because your brother wants to kill you. You know, Esau being weak is sitting there crying about how, you understand, about how he was done wrong or whatever, and how he gonna get revenge. He gonna kill his brother. You understand? And so Rebecca's like, nah, you got to get him up out of here. All right, because Rebecca had the spirit of the Most High on her for real.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
This is verse 21. So that I come again to my father's house in peace.
Right.
Then shall the Lord be my God. 22. In this stone which I have set for a pillar shall be God's house. In all of that thou shalt give me, I will surely give me tenth unto thee.
All right. This is for and this is a good understanding of like paying tithes was like a tradition, right? That's something we've always did since ancient times. Just go back to Genesis. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying he's going to give a tenth of whatever the Lord increases him. You understand, on this journey. You understand, as he's building the Most High's temple, a place of worship, a place where he can worship the Most High and do his biddings. You understand, also he's going to pay a tenth of what he receives from it to the Most High. You understand, it's right to do. You understand, and that's why we do it here in the school. Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 29, verse 1.
Now, if I could, before we keep going, this is a good lesson. In the Christian church will use one scripture, right? They will use one scripture. What is the scripture? Will a man rob God? You understand? They'll use that scripture, and they'll tell you that's why you got to pay tithes. And they're hypocrites because, you understand, they don't even really truly believe in the Bible.
Right.
They don't even really truly believe in the Old Testament at all. You understand? But they use that one scripture to get in your pockets. When we read the scriptures, you understand, we teaching you to pay your tithes the same way we're teaching you not to be a homosexual.
That's right.
The same way we're telling you not to go murder your brother, because it's all the law. You know what I'm saying? We're telling you to do something that is right into the outside of the Most High, while your pastor is telling you to do what's right to his pockets, to his lust, to the things that he wants, the things that he desires in this earth. You understand? And if that means robbing you blind, that's what he will do, and he will use the Bible, you understand, to do that. They doing what all the Pharisees and Sadducees used to do in the time of Christ. You understand? Use the Bible for their own wicked lust and gain. You understand? So when we bring this out, we letting you know what that's about. Let's keep reading about Jacob. Go ahead.
Just the book of Genesis chapter 29, verse 1. Then Jacob went on his journey and came into the land of the people of the east. Verse 2. And he looked, and behold, a well in the field, and lo, there were 3 flocks of sheep lying by it, for out of the well they watered the flocks, and a great stone was upon the well's mouth.
You understand? So now imagine he comes up in this piece of land, right? And he sees a well in the distance, meaning some water, a body of water, right? Of clean water. And he sees 3 flocks of sheep. You understand? And he sees goats, and they laying open in the field right beside him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's you know, when you walk up on some land like that and you see that means that means there's food and there's water.
Sir.
You know what I'm saying? Which is something you want to have when you be on a long journey like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was a heavy stone that covered the mountain of the well, right? Just so like basically like a stone structure around it. Okay? Right, keep going. Keep reading.
Oh, Shalai.
Oh, is that it?
No. Come on, the law, sir. And lo, they were 3 flocks of sheep lying by it. For out of the well they watered the flocks, and a great stone was upon the well's mouth. Verse 3. And thither were all the flocks gathered, and they rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the sheep, and put the stone again upon the well's mouth in his place.
Right, so this well was to you understand, to give water unto the sheep, right? Keep going.
Verse 4, and Jacob said unto them, my brethren, whence be ye? And they said, of Haran are we.
All right, so he says, he goes to the shepherd, he said, well, who are you? Where are you from? You understand? Who are you? And they said, and he says to them, my friends. And he says, we are from Haran. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 5. And he said unto them, know ye Laban, the son of Nahor?
Do you know Laban? Do you know a man named Laban? You understand? It's kind of like you being a brother, right?
Right.
And you like you in Greenville, right? And you on one neighborhood, and then you let's say you talking to a person and they might know some kin to your family or whatever, and you say, well, dang, do you know like say, so I'm over there in Piedmont, right? And so I'm asking somebody in Piedmont, well, dang, do you know somebody in Nickeltown?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Do you know somebody, this guy named, in Spartanburg? Or you know this guy out in Columbia? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to see if y'all know each other, if y'all might be some kin to each other. Keep going.
Nahor, and they said, we know him.
He's like, yeah, we know him. You know what I'm saying? You ever hear brothers talking, a lot of time brothers and sisters end up finding out they're related to how? Right. Because of the people they know. It's like, oh, you know such and such, so. Oh, that's my cousin. Oh, dang, that's your cousin. That's my nephew. Oh, shit, we related. That's how brothers and sisters talk, right? And this is how the situation was for them. Like he asked them, do you know a man named Laban? Boom, yeah, I know Laban. Keep going.
That's it.
That was it? All right, back to the Hebrew.
Sir. Verse 6, 28:6.
29.
20.
29.
Where are we? I'm sorry. 29 and 6. Slakia. Wa'a amara la'am hasha lawam lawa wa'a amara shalawam wa'a nawa wa naha rakal batawa ba'a ayam hatazayan. Verse 7. Wa'a amara han ayan awa'id hawa haya wam gada wal la'a ata hayatap hamakwa naha hashakwa wa hataza an alaka ra'a wa. Verse 8. Wa'a mara wa'a la'a nawa kal aid ashar ya'a tapa wa kal haya darayam raga lalawa af ha aban mayala paya habar wa ka shakwa yanawa hataza yan. Verse 9. Arada naya amada bara amaram wara kala kal bayam baya'a I'm hataza yan ashar la'a bara salaki ba'a bayaka laya ra'a hawa. Verse 10. Wa'a haya kaya shara ra'aha ya'ai kwab af raka lal la but bath laban akaya amawa wa'af taza'an laban akaya amawa wa'agash wa'ai kwab wa'a Waya Gala Af Ha'aban Ma'ab La Paya Haba Ar Waya Shakwa Af Taza An Laban Alha Akaya Amawa, verse 11, Wa'a Shakwa Wa'a Kwab Lawa Lara Hala Wa'a Shaya Af Kwalawa Wa'a Bar, and verse 12, Wa Ya Gada Aya Kwab Lara Kaula Kaya Athaya Abayaha Hawa'a Wakaya Ban Rabba Kwaha Hawa'a Ratha Rataza Waha Watha Gad Gada La'abaya. That's it, sir.
All right. Let's get it.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 29, verse 6. And he said unto them, Is he well? And they said, He is well.
So he asked them, he's like, do y'all know Laban? And they're like, yeah, indeed, we do know who Laban is. You know what I'm saying? So he asked him, he's like, is he well? Is he all right? Everything good? You know how brothers ask, like, how he doing? How's she doing? How that, how your mama doing? How your cousin doing? You know how we talk, right?
So
this is basically, is he doing well? Go ahead.
And behold, Rachel, his daughter, cometh with the sheep.
And then here comes Rachel, his daughter, coming with the sheep, right? Keep going.
Verse 7. And he said, Lo, it is yet high day, neither is it time that the cattle shall be gathered together, water yea the sheep, and go and feed them. Verse 8.
He said, read that one more time.
Verse 7. And he said, Lo, it is yet high day, neither is it time that the cattle should be gathered together, water yea the sheep, and go and feed them.
Yeah, so he's saying it's too bright. I mean, it's still early in the day. Still broad day. Why y'all rounding up the sheep? Shouldn't we be watering them? And leave them in the pasture. Why are y'all rounding them up? You know what I'm saying? It's still broad daylight. Keep going.
Verse 8. And they said, We cannot until all the flocks be gathered together.
Right. So in other words, we can't round them up until all of the flocks come together.
Right.
Keep going.
Until they roll the stone from the well's mouth. Then we water the sheep.
Right. So we wait until they all gather together. Then we open up move the stone out of the way so that they can drink from the water. That way that they all drink at one time. Go ahead.
So yeah, and when they say roll a stone, that stone on the well is big.
Right.
It has to be, because it can't be moved or the water dry up.
Right.
Or things that get in it.
Damn right. You understand? And so it makes sense. It's like, make sure all of them get here first. Then we're going to go ahead and water them. Go ahead.
And while he yet spake with them, Rachel came with her father's sheep, and she kept them. Verse 10. And it came to pass and it came to pass when Jacob saw Rachel, the daughter of Laban, his mother's brother, and the sheep of Laban, his mother's brother, that Jacob went near and rolled the stone from the well's mouth, and watered the flock of Laban, his mother's brother.
All right, keep going, because Rachel was a shepherd as well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she took care of sheep and flock, sheep and goats as well. Keep reading.
And Jacob kissed Rachel and lifted up his voice and wept.
You know what I'm saying? Because just imagine seeing a family member, you know what I'm saying, and being happy to see your family. You ain't seen them in a long time. You know what I'm saying? And you see them and, you're happy to see them. That's what's going on here, just to give you a little illustration. Keep going.
Verse 12. And Jacob told Rachel that he was her father's brother, and that he was Rebecca's son. She like it. And she ran and told her father.
You understand? So she went and told him. She let him know, like, yeah, like, here's my family. Remember, here's your family. This is how we are related.
Right.
You understand? Was that it on that?
Okay.
All right. Real simple. You understand? Keep going. I'm sorry. Go ahead with the Hebrew.
29:13. Sir. Okay. Genesis 29:13 out of the Tanakh. Oh yeah. Okay. Wayah Hayah Kashamoai Laban Af Shamai Ya Kwab Ban Ahatho Akatho Wa Wayarataza Lakwa Ra'ath Wa Waya Kaba Kwa Lawa Waya Nasha Kwa Lawa Wayaba Ya'ah Haya Hawa All Bayathawa Wayatapara Lalaban Af Kal Hada Barayam Ka'a Laha, verse 14. Waya Mara Lawa Laban Ra Aka Aitaza Mayuya Waba Sharaya Ataha Waya Shab I Mawa Wadash Wama Yam, verse 15. Waya Amara Laban Laya Akwab Hakaya Akaya Aithaha Wa'ai Baida Thanaya Kanayam Haga Yadaha La'a Laya Ma'a Masha Karataka, verse 16. Walala Ban Shataya Banawaf Sham Haga da La'aha Washam Hakwa Tanaha Rakal, verse 17. Rakala, sorry. Verse 17. Wa'ai Wanaya La'a'a Raka Wath Wara Kala Hayah Thaha Wapaf Tha'ara Wa'apaf Mara Aha, verse 18. Wa'ah Hab Ya'ai Kwab Af Rakal Wa'ah Mara A'ai Badeka Shaba'ai Shanayam Barakal Bataka Hakwa Tanaya, verse 19. Wa'ah Waya Amara Laban Tawab Thathaya Athaha Laka Mathathaya, Athayiwaha, La'a, Washa, Akar, Shabah, I Madaya. That's it, sir.
All right. Verse 13, Genesis 29:13. And it came to pass, when Laban heard these tendings of Jacob, his sister's son, that he ran to meet him, and embraced him, and kissed him, and brought him to his house, and he told Laban all these things. Verse 14, and Laban said to him, surely thou art my bone and my flesh, and he abode with him the space of a month.
So this is Jacob and this is Laban meeting each other, right? And how did they meet each other? How did they find out about each other? Because while Jacob was talking to the shepherds and asking them about Laban, you understand, here comes Rachel with her flock, right? And she's talking to he finds out that they are cousins, that they're related, right? And they see each other and they're happy, and next thing you know, Rachel goes and tells Laban, listen, our cousin is here, my cousin is here. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, Laban comes out, he hears about it, Laban comes out, and Laban meets up with Jacob, and they give each other a kiss. Now, inquiring minds want to know, what is that talking about when it's talking about kissing? Did he kiss him for real? Because the Kemetic community will take this scripture and they'll say that, oh, look at them, they kissing, like that's gay, that's the homosexuals. You know what I'm saying? What was they doing? What really were they doing? What does kiss mean? Go ahead, Leah. Give it a shot.
When you actually physically kiss someone, I think they were hugging or something.
That's a good answer. Go ahead.
It's like when brothers dap each other.
That's a good answer, right? Go ahead.
Like
Greeting. Well, that's good. Give them all a hand. You understand? This is kissing the way we know it today in modern society is putting your lip on another person's lips. You know what I'm saying? That's a kiss. Or putting your lips on somebody's cheek. That's a kiss. In this time period, a kiss could have been a dap, a greeting, you understand, a handshake, a hug. That's a kiss. You understand? So when you read that, any homosexual or some Christian who don't know the Bible or who doesn't understand, understand the what's being taught here or the spirit of this Bible would think that is talking about, you understand, two men kissing each other in the mouth. You understand, like the Italians do when they kiss each other on the cheek. They go on the side of each other's cheek. You understand, on how Esau kisses his babies all in the damn mouth. You understand, and dogs all in the damn mouth as well. You understand? It's not talking about that. This is talking about two men who see each other and they hug. If you ever seen brothers, you understand, who ain't seen each other in a while, and from other camps, you might see them at a cookout, and they'll see each other and they'll dap each other up, or they'll give each other a hug. Right. There ain't nothing wrong with a man hugging another man. Awesome. It's like how a brother who is if me and Mardaki was blood brothers, we ain't seen each other in a long time, we're gonna hug each other. You know what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be no weird stuff. It's gonna be a manly hug, or it's gonna be us dapping each other up. That's the spirit of it. The men of ancient times were not homosexual.
Right.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 15. And Laban.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Somebody at the door.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Kazak, hit that door real quick, Baba Kazak. Go ahead. You keep reading. All right.
And Laban said unto Jacob, because thou art my brother, shouldest thou therefore serve me for naught? Tell me, what shall thy wages be?
Laban said, you are even though you're my brother, I'm not gonna let you just sit here and serve me. I know you're coming to work for me. I'm not about to let you work without pay. I'm not gonna let you work without pay. I'm gonna give you something. You understand? You understand? So what is your wages? What is it that you need? What is it that you want? You understand? How much do you want me to pay you to work for me? Go ahead.
16. And Laban had two daughters.
Laban had two daughters. Go ahead.
The name of the elder was Leah. And the name of the younger was Rachel.
So here comes the story of Leah and Rachel. Right? Read on.
17. Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored.
What does it mean when it says Leah was tender-eyed? Tender-eyed. What does it mean? Go ahead. No, not necessarily. Go ahead. I'm sorry? No, it actually means the opposite. Go ahead. That's a good way of putting it. Go ahead, Ot.
She was basically tender eyes, like, and you feel sorry for someone that's not as beautiful as the other daughter.
That's basically what it is. You understand? She wasn't as pretty. She was plain. That was actually a really good answer. Give her a hand. You understand? She was very plain. She didn't have a lot of beauty. She was what the world would call, or how people would call, a sister average or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was very plain. You understand? Keep reading.
Leah was tender-eyed, but Rachel was beautiful and well-favored.
But Rachel was like what the world would call a 10, right? She was a very beautiful woman, and she was well-favored, right, by her father. She was beautiful to look upon. She had a nice body, had a nice face, right?
19.
Go ahead.
Verse 18. And Jacob loved Rachel.
And Jacob loved Rachel. That's who he wanted, right? That's who he wanted to be with. Go ahead.
And said, I will serve thee 7 years for Rachel, thy youngest daughter.
And told Laban, I will serve 7 years servitude, meaning I'll work for you for 7 years, provided you give me at the end of that 7 years Rachel to marry. You understand? That's what his bargain was with Laban, right? Go ahead.
19. And Laban said, it is better that I give her to thee than that I should give her to another man.
Laban said, I'd rather give her to you than to give her to any other man. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Because Jacob had a good reputation. You understand? And they were family. And he knew who his father was. And so he would rather have gave her, you understand, to, you know what I'm saying, to he would rather have given her to Jacob. Right? Keep going.
Abide with me.
That was it on that? Any more? So Hebrew, we're going back to Hebrew? All right. Let's get, go ahead back to Hebrew. So we're going to get about, let's see what time it is, 11:24. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Waya Aban Waya Quab Bara Kal Shabai Shanayam Waya Haya Wa Baya Yanaya Kaya Mayam Aka Dayam Ba'a Habatawa Ataha. Verse 21, Genesis 29 and 21. Wa'a Amara Wa'i Quab Al Laban Haba'a Af Ashathaya Kaya Mala Awa Yamaya Wa'a Bawa Aka Alahaya. Verse 22. Waya Atap Laban Af Kala Call. Salakia. Anashaya Hama Quam Hamaquium Wa'ai Shah Masha Thoha. Verse 23. Wa'yahaya Ba'arab Wa'aka Af La'aha Batawa Wa'yab Ba'a Ataha Alayah Wa Wayaboya Allah Yaha. Verse 24. Wa'atan ala Laban ha, af, zalapaha, shapa, katawa, lalaaha, batawa, shapakaha. Verse 25, waya, haya, baba, kwara, waha, naha, hawa'a, la'aha, wa'a, amara, la'al, laban, ha'a, ma'a, za'af, asha, ya'ath, laya, hala'a, barakala, I, badathaya, I maka, lawa, maha, rama, yatanaya, verse 26, awaya, amara, laban, all, la'a, ya'a, shaha, kan, bama, kwawa, nawa, latata, hataza, yara, lapa, naya, habaka, yara. That's it, sir.
All right.
The book of Genesis, chapter 29, verse 20. And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days, for the love he had to her.
All right. So the man was so in love with this woman that 7 days to him felt like just a few days. You understand? That 7 days went by quick, and he was ready to get his prize.
That's right.
Read on.
And Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife.
Yeah, I'm ready for my wife. I worked for you 7 years,
Right.
and that was our agreement. Go ahead.
For my days are fulfilled, that I may go in unto her.
For my days, them 7 years that went by, you understand? I did what you want, so now let's get it in. I'm ready to get my wife. I'm ready to marry her.
Right.
All right, go ahead.
Verse 22. And Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast.
All right, they had a big feast, a ceremony. You understand? They had a feast. Everybody got together to honor, you understand, the coming together of this man and this woman. You understand? Laban prepared a feast for it. Go ahead.
Verse 23. And it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah, his daughter, and brought her to him.
So he brought Leah to him in the evening. Read on.
And he went in unto her.
And he went in onto Leah. You understand? Meaning what? My officers up here.
Did he marry? I'm selected.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Did he marry her? He married her. Sir.
He laid
Had
down
sex
with her. He had sex with her. Right? Go ahead.
Verse 24. And Laban gave unto his daughter Leah Zilpah, his maid, for an handmaid.
He gave Leah Zilpah his hand for a handmaid. Go ahead.
25. And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah.
So now he wakes up in the morning. Oh man! And Laban was so slick with it because he had the feast, and you know what's at the feast? What? Wine. It's liquor. It's wine. You know what I'm saying? He was just so cold with it. He was like, I'm gonna have a feast. He gonna get a brother some wine. Have him get drunk. You ever heard of the song by T-Pain? What's the song that T-Pain and Ludacris did one time? If I take one more drink, I'm gonna end up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like in order for you not to know that you slept with this woman other than other women, it had to be extremely dark or you had to be drunk.
Right.
You understand?
Sir.
Yeah, in this situation, he woke up in the morning and Leah was laying next to him. Not Rachel. Right? Keep going.
And it came to pass that in the morning, behold, it was Leah. And he said to Laban, what is this thou hast done unto me?
What in the world did you do to me? I was supposed to be marrying Rachel, not Leah. You understand? Not this plain woman. You understand? I wanted the beautiful one. Oh, you gave me this one.
Right.
Go ahead.
Did not I serve with thee for Rachel?
Did I not serve these 7 years to be with Rachel?
God.
Go ahead.
Wherefore then hast thou beguiled me?
No, you tricked me, man. Go ahead.
Verse 26. And Laban said, it must not be so done in our country to give the younger before the firstborn.
In other words, it is not a custom for us to give up the younger before the older. So in other words, the custom is when you have an older daughter, you should you're supposed to marry her off before you marry the next one's off. That's the custom, right? And that's a tradition that you normally we even keep on to this day. You understand? You want to marry the older daughter off first. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he was letting Jacob know, that it is a custom for us to give our just like it's a custom to give your oldest son his inheritance, right? Which is what Jacob was. I mean, which was what Esau was mad about. You understand? But yeah, in this situation, you understand, he married Leah. He was supposed to have got Rachel, and Laban had to let him know. Well, look, even though Laban could have been more brotherly about the situation and said that in the beginning, you understand, but it's whatever. So, but so keep reading.
That was it, sir.
That was it on that? All right. Let's get 7 more verses, then we're going to go ahead and close it out.
Genesis 29, 27, out of Tanakh, the Hebrew. Mala'ah, Shaba'ai, Za'af, Wa'na, Thanayah, Laka, Gam, Af, Za'af, Ba'ai, Badayah, Ashar, Ta'ai, Bad, Amma, Daya, Awada, Shaba'ai, Shama, Shanayam, Aka, Rawaf, verse 28, Waya, Asha, Waya, Quab, Khan, Waya, Mala'ah, Shana'ai, Za'af, Wa'atan, La Wa, Af, Raka, La, recalls. But the Wa, La Wa, Asha, verse 29, Wa'atan, Laban, Ra, Kala, but the Wa, Af, Bala, Haha, Balayaha, Shapa, Katawa, Laha, Lasha, Pakaha, verse 30, Wa'a, Waya, Ba'a, Gum, All, Rakal, Wa'a, Hab, Gum, Af, Rakal, Mala'aha, Wa'a, Ababad, Amawa, Wad, Waya, Wad, Shaba'ai, Shanayam, Akarawaf, verse 31, Wara, Ra'ah, Yahawa, Kaya, Shana, Wa'a, La'aha, Wa'a, Pataha, Taka, Af, Raka, Maha, Wara, Kal, Aqua, Raha, verse 32, Wata, Hara, La'aha, Wata, Lad, Ban, Wata, Kwara'a, Shamawa, Ra'a, Waban, Kaya, Amara, Kaya, Ra'auha, Yahawa, Bayai, Nayaya, kaya a the ha wa a Salakia ya a haba na ya aya shaya. In verse 33, wata hara awad wata lad ban wata amara kala kaya shamaya yahawa kaya shanawa ha anakaya wayathan laya gam af za wata kwara'a shamawa shamar salaki shama'a ruan. That's it, sir.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 29, verse 27. Fulfill her week, and we will give service thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet another years, yet 7 other years.
Read it again from the top.
So like, fulfill her week, and we will give thee this also for the service which thou shalt serve with me yet 7 other years.
You understand? So now this week of you know what I'm saying, of being married to her, I want you to be with her for a week. You understand? And after this week is fulfilled, I'll give you Rachel. Laban is like, I'm not gonna cheat you out. I'm gonna give it to you. Save that you serve me 7 more years. He's gonna have to serve him 7 more years, but he's gonna still get Rachel. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 28. And Jacob did so and fulfilled her week, and he gave him Rachel, his daughter, to wife also.
You understand? So now he has both of these daughters, right? He has both of these daughters, right? This is a circumstantial situation, and now he's married to both of those daughters. Go ahead. 29.
And Laban gave to Rachel, his daughter, Baha, his handmaid, to her hand to be her maid. 30. And he went in also unto Rachel, and he loved also Rachel more than Leah.
Yeah, he loved Rachel more than Leah, man, because that's who he wanted in the beginning. That's who he wanted to be with. Now, fast forward today, right? Let's fast forward today. First off, can you marry a woman and her sister? But think about the law. Go ahead. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You understand? This is a situation, you understand, that it was done in a way, it was done in a certain spirit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a good solid, you understand, breakdown of what was the spirit behind it. But when you go back into the law, that is something we are not to do. All right, we're not to do that. And also, what you want to also understand for you brothers out there who want multiple wives or who desire to get multiple wives, you cannot treat. You understand? You cannot treat any of your women different from the other. You understand? You cannot. Let's say, if you could hold your point real quick, I'm gonna answer. I'm gonna get to you. You understand? You cannot. You know what I'm saying? Look at this woman as being, more beautiful than the next. You understand? It doesn't matter if she is more beautiful than the other sister. You have to treat both of them, you understand, like they're both the best in your world and beautiful in your world. You understand? And so it's that's what you have to do in the eyesight of the Most High. You understand? Go ahead, sister. Was you about to say something?
But you cannot marry unless your wife is dead.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
You can't marry.
You say you can't marry.
Woman. Mm-hmm. You can't have another wife unless your wife is dead.
Where did you hear that from? Are you telling me that or are you asking me that?
I thought that what it was.
No, a man can have another wife even if his woman is alive. A man can have multiple wives.
As long as she's not dead.
What do you mean? Like,
I thought you had to die and then you can marry again.
So are you saying that a man
can't marry again unless
No, a man can have as many more. She can marry. He can marry as many women as he wants, even if his women are alive. She doesn't have to be dead. There's nothing in the Bible that says that a woman has to die in order for him to have another woman. Go ahead.
I think she may be talking about as far as a woman marrying. Is that what you're talking about? Woman marrying?
I think I know what you're saying.
Like,
you thinking it? Okay, so if it might be the opposite. So you might be thinking that if a woman has a husband and then the husband dies, then a woman would be considered she would be a widow and she would be eligible to be married again.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that
Y'all got it opposite.
right.
Okay.
Right, like if he died of a natural cause or something, or you know what I'm saying, or if he went to, like in that time, if he had went to war or battle and he died, you know what I'm saying, then she could be married. It wouldn't be considered fornication or adultery because her husband is dead. You know what I'm saying? You got something to say? Yeah. So that applies to that. But as far as, you know, a man having multiple wives, none of his woman doesn't have to be dead for him. He can get more women even if his woman is alive. All right, any more on that?
All right. I gotta give a little precept, sir.
Yeah, bring that. Yeah, if you could.
It's 1 Samuel 1:2 said, and he had 2 wives. The name of the one was Hannah, and the name of the other was Peninnah. So, and Peninnah and his children, but Hannah had no children. So, and here's another one here, sir. If I could read this one, if it had places. And Lamech took unto him 2 wives. The name of one was Adah, and the name of the other was Zillah.
Right. So he's just giving you some examples of wherein, you know, you can go and read where the scripture tells you how to deal with you know, having 2 wives and how you're not supposed to deprive another wife of her raiment or the things that you know what I'm saying, that you've given to her, you know, just because now you got another wife. We are not. It's not lawful for you to put away another woman, man.
Right.
You know, put away the woman just to get you another woman. If you have a woman, you keep that woman. If you get another woman, you still keep that woman. If you get a third woman, you keep all of those women. You cannot throw those women away. You know what I'm saying? You have to be a husbandman. You have to be a righteous man. You have to be Lord over all of them. You have to take care of them, protect all of them, guide all of them. It ain't no more having sex with a woman and throwing her off to the side.
Right.
You can't do that anymore. Not when you come in this truth under the body of Christ. You understand? Go ahead.
Verse 31. And when the Lord saw that Leah was hated, he opened her womb, but Rachel was barren.
The Lord saw that Jacob was just really loving on Rachel and was kind of like, but like Leah was just kind of like the sister on the side, not getting too much love, and she just felt like, dang, yeah, he ain't even really liking me like how he like April. Not April, Rachel. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 32. And Leah conceived and bare a son.
And Leah conceived and bare. So the Lord allowed it to where Leah was going to have children. You know what I'm saying? That Leah would have babies. You know what I'm saying? Because Leah was just as much as, you understand, Jacob's wife as, you understand, as Rachel. Like, you know, she should get some glory in this situation. It don't matter if she ugly or if she plain. You understand? She's a daughter of the Most High. You understand? The Most High was not going to let this situation be like, oh, well, he gonna treat her like crap because she don't look good. He gonna, in that time period, it was an honor for a woman to have babies. Right. I said, if you could have a baby, you was a treasure to your husband. You understand? And in that situation, you understand, the Lord made it to where, okay, she might not have the best looks. She may not be beautiful, but she's going to have babies. She's going to have his babies. Go ahead.
And Leah conceived and bare a son, and she called his name Reuben. For she said, surely the Lord have looked upon my afflictions. Now, therefore, my husband will love me.
Right. So now she had their first child, and their first child was Reuben, who is what? The Seminole Indians today. You understand? The Seminole Indians, you can find records and information about the Seminole Indians in the Bible dictionary. Also, the Seminole Indians, if I'm not mistaken, are along in the South, in Florida. Is that correct?
Like my great grandmother Seminole.
Seminole, and they live along the southern border, like Florida, all the way down to Louisiana, right? Somewhere in those areas. All right, that's the Seminole Indians of today, which is the descendants of her son Reuben. Right, go ahead.
And she conceived again and bare a son. And she said, because the Lord hath heard that I was hated, he hath therefore given me this son also. And she called his name Simeon.
You understand? And then she gave him another one. You understand? Another son. And this son was named Simeon. And Simeon today is the so-called Dominicans, right? The so-called Dominican people. You understand? And what she realized, if you could, what she realized is the Lord, you understand, was giving her children because she realized she wasn't that desired amongst Jacob. Because Jacob, you know what I'm saying, Jacob really wanted Rachel. You understand? She realized she wasn't that desired. So she realized that the Lord was giving her sons, you know what I'm saying, and she and the sons that she gave her is the progenitor of the Seminole Indians and the Dominicans today. Keep reading.
Verse 33, we stop, Kazak, or verse 34?
We read more.
No.
Y'all done? Are y'all on the last one?
Yeah, that was
30,
34, 33.
30 or 33 was the last one.
Okay. Amadium. All right, we're gonna go ahead and conclude the Sabbath service for the day. All right. So I should have.
La Yashala.
La Yashala. All right, blow the trumpet. All right, men of Israel, prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah.
Step down real quick.
Salaga was Yahweh by Hashem Yahshua Barak Yah. One more time.
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh.
There you go. Most High Christ.
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh.
All right. All right. We're going to do the prayers. Amadium Wapan Yahak with them. Turn towards the east. Right? In the Hebrew and then in the English.
The Lord's Prayer, Abanawa, Shemashemaya, Kodash, Ayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malafutka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Ayah, Asha, Ba'arataza, Tawa, Ayah, Bashamayim, Lathan, Lanawa, Lakam, Kol, Yawam, Wasalak Yanawa, Kawawap Yanawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawawap Yanawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ah. Nawa, Banasayawan, Abo, Awashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwaf, Wahala, Wahathaporef, Lawalam, Aman.
What we said in the English is our Father.
Our Father,
which art in heaven. Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh. Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy
will be done.
In earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Daily bread.
Daily bread.
Give us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive our debtors.
We forgive
our
our
debtors.
debtors.
Lead us not
into temptation.
Into
But
temptation.
deliver us from evil.
From evil.
From thine is the kingdom.
From thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And
the glory.
And the glory.
Forever. So be it.
So be it. I cock the power, Yahweh, Hashem Yahweh Shah, Baba Pasha, Lathalanawa, Akak, Larpa'ah, Kamakala, Wakal Marawa, Akak, Latahar, Amatazarium, Akak,
Lahakwiyam, Amatalam, Akak, Al Rakawaf, Amatalah, Lagarsham, Bashum, Yahawashai, the water, Aman.
This is what he said in the English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
Name Yahushai.
Give us the power.
Give us the power.
Power to heal.
Power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Salakia. The power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahushai.
Name Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim Yahushai.
Bashim Yahushai.
Rakanawa. Washarala. Wayah. Wayath. Saparium. Barak. Rapa'ah. Magan. Bashim Yahushai. The water. Aman.
This is what we said. This is the prayer that we said up for all of Israel. Yahweh.
In
the name of Yahushai. Bless us in Israel.
Bless us in Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless Hill, shield and protect.
Bless Hill, shield and protect.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you. Thank you. So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Hawariam, Hayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Ashah, Shamayam, Waratazah, Ayatan, Lamawat, Regalyaka, Ayanawam, Shamarika, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Shamar, Yasharala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Azalka, Ayad, Yamyanka, Yahamam, Ashamash, Ma'ah, Yakaka, Wakarak, Yala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Af, Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazolka, Wabagwaka, Ma'atha, Waya'id, Awalam.
This is what he says in English. I will lift up mine eyes.
I will lift up thine eyes
unto the hills.
Unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
he
that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out.
And thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
This time forth.
This time forth.
And even forevermore.
Even forevermore. Psalms 83. Alahaya. Adamaya Laka. Aldamaya Laka Alta Karash Wa'al Ashikwat All Kayahana Awabyabyaka Yahama Wan Ra'ash Al Makah Ya'arimwa Sawada Wayatha Yatazawa Altaza Panwanyaka Amarka Lakakwa Wanakakadam Magaya Wala'a Yazakar Sham Yasharala Awada Kaya Nawa Tazawa Naba Yakadwa Akadwa Bariyaf Yakarathwa Alahaya Adawam Wa Yashamai Allah Yum Mawaba Wagarium Gobal Wamawan Wamalak Walashat I'm I'm Yeshabiyaka.
I'm Yeshabiyaka.
As a war.
As a war.
Gum.
Gum.
Ashawar.
Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Amam.
Amam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Sarawai.
Sarawai.
Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Lawat.
Salaa.
Salaa.
Asha.
Asha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Saraa.
Saraa.
Kanabia.
Kanabia.
Salakia. Kayabian.
Kayabian.
Banakor.
Banakor.
Wakwashwan.
Yakwashwan.
Nashamwadwa.
Nashamwadwa.
Bayan.
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 Dara.
Dara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
Laadama.
Laadama.
Shayathamwa.
Shayathamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yamadwa.
Yamadwa.
Karawab.
Karawab.
Wazabakwa.
Wazabak.
Wazabak. Wakatazor.
Wakatazor.
Mana'ai.
Mana'ai.
Ko.
Ko.
Nasayamkawa.
Nasayamkawa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Ashamwa.
Ashamwa.
Nasharasha. Nasharasha. Nalanwa.
Nalanwa.
Af. Na'awaf. Alahayam. Alahayab. Shayaf Yamwa. The Gaya. The Wash. The Panya. Rawa'ah. The Ash. The Ba'ari Ara. Dalahaba. Dalahat. Ariyam, Gun, Baradakma, Wasa Aryaka, Wasaba, Wapatka, Baba Halam, Mala'ah, Banaham, Walawan, Waya, Kwashwa, Shabka, Yahawa, Bashwa, Waya, Bahalwa, Ayaid, Waya, Kaparwa, Waya, Abawa. Wayadawa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadwa, Ayawan, Akal, Arataza.
Beside Christ, this is what he said in the English. Keep not thou silence.
Keep not thou silence.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
Be not still.
Be not still.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Lo. Thine enemies make a tumble.
Thine enemies make a tumble.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
They consulted against thy enemies.
They consulted against thy enemies.
They have said.
They have said.
Come. And let us cut them off.
And let us cut them off.
From being a nation. The men of Israel.
That the men of Israel.
There be no more remembrance.
There be no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
And they have consulted together.
With one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of
Moab.
The Hagarenes.
The Hagarenes.
The Baal.
Ammon.
Amalek. The Philistines.
The Philistines.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah. Do unto them.
Do unto them.
Unto the Midianites.
And unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabin.
As to Jabin.
At the brook of Kasan.
At the brook Kasan.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Zeb.
And like Zeb.
Yea. On the princes as above.
On the princes as above.
And as Amunah.
And as Amunah.
Said. Let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahweh.
The houses of Yahweh.
In possession.
And in possession.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Make them like a will.
Make them like a will.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
The fire burneth the wood.
And the fire burneth the wood.
As the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill thy faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Make them be confounded.
Make them be confounded.
In trouble forevermore.
Trouble forevermore.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
All the earth.
Sar. Which means to turn. All right. Anybody want to be anointed before we close out the Sabbath service?
I dare.
On side Christ, give her a hand. All right. You just stand right here to the front, sister. 1 second. See this one. Go through that. Make sure. All right, just the men right here. Repeat after me. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Wayashamarka. Ya'ar Yahweh. Hanyawa. Aliyaka. Wayakanka. Yasha'ah. Yahweh. Hanyawa. Aliyaka. Wayashamlaka. Shalom. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Barak. Rapah. Magun. You say your name 3 times. Say your name. Natasha. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water. Aman. This is the prayer that we send up on behalf of Natasha. Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right? Anybody else? Nobody else? Come on up. All right. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Wayashamarka. Ya'ar Yahweh. Hanyawa. Aliyaka. Wayakanka. Yasha'ah. Yahweh. Hanyawa. Aliyaka. Wayashamlaka. Shalom. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Shor. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water. Aman. Again, what we said was, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right? Anybody else? All right. Asha, give my hand. All right? Yabaraka Yahweh. Wayashamarka. Ya'ar Yahweh. Hanyawa. Aliyaka. Wayakanka. Yasha'ah. Yahweh. Hanyawa. Aliyaka. Wayashamlaka. Shalom. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Ashaya. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water Aman. Once again, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right? Anybody else? Come on up. You uncover her and then put it on her head, and then she covers it back up. Pull it back a little bit more, y'all. There you go. So you can put it back there. There you go. All right. And then you cover your head back up. There you go. Are you ready? Yabaraka Yahweh. Wayashamarka. Ya'ar Yahweh. Hanyawa. Aliyaka. Wayakanka. Yasha'ah. Yahweh. Hanyawa. Aliyaka. Wayashamlaka. Shalom. Yahweh. Ba'ashem. Yahushua. Barak. Rapah. Magun. Say Ayana. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water. Aman. All right. Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right. Last call. All right. No sweat. All right, men of Israel, one courteous salute to the brothers. Amadium Shabbat. Amadium Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, sorry towards the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadium Shabbat. Amadium Barak. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. All right, Yadi Matah dismissed.